Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're finishing something off that I should have finished a long time ago, and that is Road to Glory. With CFB 26 coming around the corner in July 10th or 12th, I believe, it's time to get rid of this. It's time to finish this game off, and I'm going to do it all in one episode. Now, I won't always have face cam. I'm only going to show the important things. Heisman Trophy, if we win the national championship, good playoff games, good games in general, which team we get drafted by, the combine, and all that type of stuff. You've seen this career play out so many times for so many other YouTubers that at this point it's time for me just to finish this game up and say goodbye, and then fast forward and say hello to CFB 26 and Madden 26. At the same time, I've also just realized something with my career in YouTubing, I guess, social media, whatever you want to call it. I haven't built a good enough platform on my main channel to really have a second channel. A lot of things on Madden and all that I put on my second channel because I just couldn't do it anymore on my main channel, and I just don't know exactly how that transition is going to happen anymore. I don't know if I'm still going to be putting these videos out on my main or on my second. I'm going to be streaming once I move, and maybe the streams I'm going to just upload to my second channel, whereas videos like this I upload to the main. If it's a Road to Glory, if it's a career mode or something like that. A lot of YouTubers that played sports, basketball, NBA, Madden, they started off their careers doing these types of videos, and then they were able to grow up their channel and do other stuff, and also put stuff in the on their second. I'm gonna give you guys that update. As of now, let's get into the video, and if there's anything really exciting, I'll come back on the face cam, but if not, you'll be seeing my voiceover and just highlights until we can get this whole thing in career done with. So we have 2 more years of college football. We are on the Heisman watch. Actually, let's update you guys. So Joe Caliber, 70 overall running back, is on the Indiana Hoosiers. We're 7-2. We're 8-4 overall, 7-2 in the conference. We're playing Michigan this game. We finished all this type of stuff here. If you do go to the top 25, we are number 16. We are close to getting into that top 12 spot. And if you go to Heisman watch list, Heisman watch, we are number 1 in prime position to get the Heisman. Now, I did turn down fatigue and all that type of stuff because it's impossible to win this with that. So yeah, 2027 is the year, and here we go. Time to play against Michigan. I'll just keep recording the screen. If I have a voiceover, I will. Nothing else happens. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into it. Let's finish up Road to Glory. Oh shit, I think this is for the Big Ten. I think it's for the title? I don't know what this is for, actually. Get in! Get in, baby! Let's go, Caliber. That's what I'm talking about. Now, I'm so open. So open. Truck a bitch. Let's go, baby. Got it. Just block. Just block on the outside. There we go. Come on. Nice block. There we go. There we go. Down the sideline. Caliber is going all the way, baby. What a block. There we go. Okay. All right. There's the O-line. Got a huge pancake block there. That was beautiful. I'm open. Oh, yeah. 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 Holy shit. Okay, there we go. There we go. There it is. There it is, number 18. All right, I love it. Love to see it. There you go. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Break in there. There's no way I didn't break in. Good time. Good time frame. Good time frame. Caliber's in there. With 12 seconds left to spare, we hit the hole and we go up against Michigan in the final seconds. All we got to do is just hold it, and the Indiana Hoosiers have won against the Michigan Wolverines. What a hell of a game, not only for myself but for the team. Damn, dude, held it down. Number 6, man, player of the game. You gotta give it to me. 102 rush yards, 18 rushing attempts, 3 touchdowns. Not to mention the pass game, amazing as well. Still look Asian. I totally forgot about that, but it's fine. Damn, broke that one down the sideline there. That was a big run, too. You love to see it against Michigan, bro. What a game. What a game. Last second, last minute. Whatever you want to call it. I don't know if this is a celebration here or what. I don't know if this is for it was. It was for the Big Ten Conference Championship. We won it. Oh shit, eh? That's awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment we've been waiting for. If I'm right, we should have won the 2027 Player of the Year award winner, Joe Caliber. Is it gonna say it? It should say the 2027 Heisman Trophy winner, Joe Caliber, with 494 carries, 2,108 yards, and 30 tutties on the floor. Not to mention everything he did on in the passing game and the air attack. Indiana Hoosiers, you have a Heisman Trophy winner on your team, baby. Let's freaking go, dude. That's so hype. Best running back award. I feel like they should have done the Heisman at the end. I'm still getting first team all Big Ten player. More awards you want to give me? Goddamn. First team all American player. Yeah, Indiana Hoosiers. We're number 4 ranked. We're okay. We won that. We won the Heisman Trophy. Won a bunch of other All-American first teams, all that type of stuff. But now it's time to get us a national championship ring to really cement our legacy in college football before we hit to the NFL. Let's go, dude. Let's go. The Rose Bowl is what's being played today. Boy, find me. I'm coming. No way it got picked. Somebody else can do my job? Nobody else can do my damn job. There we go. We're in. All right. Well, that's going to be it for Indiana. I mean, that's terrible. Well, as for the Rose Bowl game, our career ends against Wisconsin. As for the Rose Bowl game, our career ends this year against Wisconsin. They take us out of the Rose Bowl. It was a hard game to win, honestly. We did not do too well. Ended up losing 34-17 against Wisconsin. So we returned to the hub, and that, I believe, is our college football year for our junior redshirted year, I believe. And we could have won. We could have definitely won it this year. It sucks. We won the Heisman, though. We won All-American. We got best player, you know, so we did so many good things this year. We do have another year in college football. I might hit the transfer portal right now. I mean, let's do it. Why not? You know what I'm saying? We have the opportunity to do it, so let's why not enter the... I'm going to upgrade our player first before I enter the transfer portal. One-star teams. I mean, I could go back to Indiana. I wouldn't mind going back there, you know, going back to the Hoosiers. Try to still do something with them, you know. Well, I am on Indiana. No reason to enter the transfer portal. I think we just come back to Indiana. We advance the week for another year in Indiana. We do that, and we see where we can go with that. After a full season, we're running it back against Michigan for the Big Ten championship. They're 2 ranked. We're 5 ranked. We had a good year, good season. Let's see if we can do it again. Got it. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. Let's go. We're in there. Caliber's in with a receiving touchdown. Nothing much on the ground game today for us, but we'll get there. We're in there for 6. That's it. I'm in. Let's go. There we go. Okay. 2 touchdowns for me on the day for the Big Ten championship. Truck him, get in there. I'm in. That's number 3 on the day for Caliber. 2 on the ground. Fuck. God damn it. For the plan, guys. All part of the plan. Cut inside, bulldozed your way in. Caliber's in for another touchdown. I did throw a pick. I have a pick on the day, more than our quarterback, but hey, game, set, match. Thank you very much for coming. We're going to beat Michigan Wolverines for the 2nd straight year in a row, 31-21 in the Big Ten championship game. Joe Caliber not doing too much on the ground, but we did put the ball in the end zone a lot with us. We did have 89 rush yards, 27 attempts, 4 touchdowns, so there you go. Again, didn't break 100. Not bad, but didn't break 100 for the attempts I had, and 4 touchdowns on the ground, though. So still a good game. I don't know, but there I am right there, number 6 with that championship. Get a good screenshot of that. But we're going to be walking into the college football playoffs and see where we are. I think we're 4th ranked, so should be getting into playoff time here in the National 2028 Player of the Year award goes to Joe Caliber. Oh yeah, this was the stats, by the way, if you want to see that. We have 357 carries, 1,743 yards, and 28 touchdowns on the ground. Now, there was touchdowns in the air too, but they don't count that when you're a running back. So those were the stats for this year for your boy, Joe Caliber. I actually think we win the Heisman again, back-to-back years. Bro, we are a prodigy. I also fixed our eyes. 2028 Heisman winner. Repeat Heisman winner. Back-to-back 2027, 2028 Indiana Hoosiers running back, the senior Joe Caliber. Another Heisman trophy for your boy right there. So you'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. But we are going into the college football playoffs. We are trying to get best running back award again. We are trying to get a national championship. We have not got that yet. All first team All Big Ten. I think we should get the All-American as well. First team All-American. Repeating all of last year with even better stats. Now we should be. If I go to the Heisman winner, we won it. Let's just take a look at it because it looks so damn good. 2020 Heisman, I cannot wait to put this character in the NFL because it's going to be great. The CFB bracket, I think we are number 1 ranked. We are number 1 ranked. We are number 1 effing ranked, bro. We have a bye week. So we're either gonna play the best bet would be Arkansas State. If we play Arkansas, Oregon's 11-1. I'll tell you, the one team that beat Oregon was us. We beat Oregon. We're the only team to beat Oregon, which is kind of interesting. Best would be Arkansas State pulling off an upset against Oregon. I don't think that's gonna happen. But we're probably gonna play either Pittsburgh or North Carolina because I'm pretty sure Oregon's gonna kick the shit out of Arkansas. Playing Oregon again would be interesting. I don't want to play them again because they were actually a really tough team to run against. I'm not gonna lie. If you guys want to look at the here, so we lost to UCF in the first game. Then we won against Eastern Michigan, Virginia, Washington, then went to the bye. We beat Oregon 34-17. Maryland, Wisconsin, we beat UCLA. We then lost to Penn State, and Penn State was a close game in overtime. I think they just won it by a field goal at the end because we couldn't score. Northwestern, Illinois, Purdue, and then obviously beat Michigan. And now we're going to be going against probably North Carolina or Pittsburgh. My bet's North Carolina is who I'm probably going to play, but I'm going to do the weekly agenda again. It is going to be North Carolina. In the Rose Bowl game, the North Carolina Tar Heels versus the Indiana Hoosiers. 5 ranked against the 2 ranked in the Rose Bowl. Now, last year we lost the Rose Bowl to Wisconsin. Wisconsin ended up beating us. Now we play North Carolina in the Rose Bowl, and I'm excited for this. Now, Tar Heels was a team I was actually looking for in the transfer portal, but we were probably going to be a walk-on, I think, there, or backup or something like that, so I'm not too pissed off about it. But we do get to play the Rose Bowl game, which is nice. Now, we'll wait. Let's head into the game against North Carolina. I think we can actually win this game, so I should be able to get this ball in the end zone. Oh my god, maybe not. Yeah, I can. I bulldoze my way in there. God damn. Already up 6-0 on Carolina. You love to see that. First touchdown of the game goes to your boy. There we go. There we go. Ah, I spun way too early there, but I'll take it. Oh my god. Chuck it. Right here. I'm open. I didn't see the safety. Damn, that could have been really bad. I did not see the safety down there. And call timeout if we need. Why not? Because I'm just going to truck my ass in there. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. We are right damn there. 2nd and 1 on the 9. Hand it off to Caliber. Caliber finds a hole. He's trying to... Oh my god, I got tackled from behind. You son of a bitch. You piece of shit. Running back, little dive here with Caliber. He's going to truck himself back in there. And that's another touchdown for not only Indiana, but for Joe Caliber, baby. The back-to-back Heisman winning trophy. Trophy winner. Whatever you want to call it. Well, this is it, boys. 2 minutes left to go. All we got to do is hold on to the lead. We are up 24-21. They have 3 timeouts, so let's see what we got. Caliber trying to spin. Nothing with the timeout, Carolina. My first ever Rose Bowl victory. Here at CFB 25. Oh my god, that's the game. Ladies and gentlemen, the Indiana Hoosiers knock off the North Carolina Tar Heels 24-21 in the Rose Bowl game. Joe Caliber doing his thing once again, and we end up moving on 1 step closer. Yes. Take a look at that. That's a nice little. I don't know what I'm gonna use for the thumbnail in this video. I'm not gonna lie. 190 rush yards, 28 attempts, 3 touchdowns. Way better game on the floor for me. Oh, that feels so good to have that happen. We move on to the next game against who? I have no idea. Quarterfinal playoff game winner. National Offensive Player of the Week. Who we take on? Is it Oregon? It's Oregon, right? I knew it. The Fiesta Bowl. The #1 Oregon Ducks at the #2 Indiana Hoosiers. Oh, this is gonna be a tough game. We beat them earlier in the year, but it was tough, man. It wasn't easy to run on this team. They have all-star linebackers. Like, it is not gonna be an easy game. This could exactly be where we lose, but hey, we know. Let's look at who else is making it during the bracket. We are gonna be playing Oregon. Michigan ended up taking out the Navy, and wow, Navy beat. What did Navy? How did Navy? Oh wait, Navy was ranked 3rd. I did not know that. Okay, Michigan ended up beating Navy, and Texas A&M knocked off Clemson. Wow. The Fiesta Bowl, baby. Come on. We are 1 game away from going to the finals, and I am not letting this damn team screw us over on it. Let's freaking go. Okay, come on. In order to win this game, we have to play mistake-free football. Caliber turns upfield. Caliber's in for a touchdown here in the Fiesta Bowl against Oregon. Let's go, baby. Good start. Good start. Wait, touchdown, Indiana. 1 play score on offense by #4. Let's go, baby. That's a touchdown. And we're in again, baby. Caliber's in for a touchdown. #2 on the day, 1 on the ground. That one in the air. Indiana, 33-7. Just like that, the Fiesta Bowl's over, and it comes to Indiana and your boy, #6, Joe Caliber, with having another huge day on the game. 194 rushing yards, 32 attempts, 2 touchdowns on the floor, 1 in the air, I believe. We caught 1. Got the job done. The Fiesta Bowl comes to Indiana. Just 1 more championship to come home, and that hopefully is the college football championship, baby. Come on, baby. The NCAA championship coming home. Indiana. We are going to be playing Michigan, I believe. We're an 86 overall now. Just give it to us. Semi-final playoff game winner. Congratulations. You've won the Fiesta Bowl. Let us go. And I think it is going to be Michigan and Indiana, a Big Ten championship rematch. I'm getting a Big Ten offensive player. We all know where this is going. We all know. National championship match. The #3 Michigan Wolverines going on against the #2 Indiana Hoosiers, baby. Michigan, Indiana, the last 2 years have played in the Big Ten championship game, and Indiana beat Michigan twice, both those times, but this is the one that counts for everything. We have to win. This is the game that's going to put us on the map going in to our NFL career. Two-time Heisman winning champion. Finally, can we get the national championship done as well? Here we go, baby. How beautiful does that thing look, baby? Let's go, baby. Let's go, Indiana. The 3, we have to get this. We have to get this. This is like a must get here. Truck it. Caliber's got the first touchdown in the national championship game, baby. Let's go. I knew it. I fucking knew he was going to throw a pick on the curl. I knew it. I fucking knew it. He always throws a pick on the curl route. No fucking way, you son of a bitch. I'm in there, baby. I'm in there like swimwear. That's another touchdown for Joe Caliber. We got to battle our way back against Michigan. I cut a field. Cut a field. Caliber. Get out of bounds. 18 seconds left. Okay, that's actually not bad at all. That is really not bad. Down. Indiana, baby. What a read. We're in there. That's touchdown. 82 hour. I think that's, yeah, Costin, our tight end. We're in there. We're going to tie this football game. He caught it. What a touchdown. Oh, my God. I did not think we were going to catch it. Holy shit. I saw the ball and I was like, no. He's going to drop it. He's going to drop it. I didn't think it was going to be a pick, but I thought I was not going to be able to, like, actually keep it down. He did. We got the ball back. All right, we've had the face cam on, boys. This is it. Face cam's on, so we got to play well. It's basically all we got to do here. Come on. No, I was open. God, literally 2 wide open. Tight end and me were both open. We're out. I got stuck. Oh my God, he's got him. Touchdown Indiana, baby. Let's go, dude. That's a run. That's a hell of a run right there. Holy shit, that's a good run. I couldn't get it. I could not pick it up. No, dude. That is the worst. We're going to punt. I don't know if we're going to win. We did it! We did it! Oh my God, our defense did it! Indiana Hoosiers are your national champions of 2028. Oh my God, we did it. Oh my God, we did it. Oh my God, 33-31. The story is complete. Joe Caliber is a 2-time Heisman winning trophy winner back-to-back, and he is also a national champion going into his NFL career, dude. Oh my God. Holy shit. That did not just happen. Indiana, player of the game, 119 rush yards, 24 rushing attempts, 2 rushing touchdowns for your boy Joe Caliber. He's come so far from being a 2-star recruit, I believe. What do we do? 2-star, 1-star? What do we... I don't remember what the recruiting was, but we were a 1 or 2-star recruit, and we go all the way to being not only one of the best running backs in the nation, but being a champion. Am I there? I am there. My boy's hands blocking my face. There we go. I got a little bit of snippet. That might be the thumbnail right there. 33-31. Holy shit, what a game. I feel like this has to be the highlight. I gotta like do something here as a thumbnail. Dude. Oh my God, dude. So now it's time for Joe Caliber to go pro. As you can see, the 6'1", 230-pound running back out of Indiana is imported and about to be a NFL running back. But before that, he's got to go through the combine and a bunch of other stuff as well. I don't know. We're going to keep doing the combine until I get a good goddamn record. So we'll see how that goes. We'll keep this going. But, well, actually, you don't need my face reaction. You guys have seen the combine. You know what the combine's all about. You know exactly how the story goes. You guys aren't new to Madden, okay? This is the first time I'm doing it, but a lot of YouTubers way bigger than I am have already done this multiple times. So I'm going to just leave the thing recording like they did with the other stuff, and whatever we get the best record as, we'll get. So let's go. We start with the 40-yard dash. Obviously, you have to... Okay, it's been a while since I've done this. I have done this myself. Expected results of 4.4 or a 4.8. Okay. Push down when you're ready, and then alternate, and then press X to dig deep. Okay. Joe Caliber is not one to be messed with. I stumbled. It's okay. Okay, I fucked it. So we're going to redo that again. Redo that one again. That was terrible. Yeah, we're going to be here for a while. I'm not going to lie. We are going to be here for a while because I want to get the best on everything. Okay, we are redoing that. That was good. That was good. Here we go. Here we go now. I don't know if I can get 4.3. A 4.37. I don't know if I can get better than that. A 4.37? What is that? What was that? That's number 2. Oh, we're just behind Isaac Garendo, dude. I don't know if I can get better than a 4.37, dude. I actually don't know if I can get better than 4.37. Do I risk it? A 4.33 is ridiculous. Do I go for it again, or do I just take it? Do I just take the 4.37? That's the number. I'm gonna keep the 4.37. That's an A. I'm gonna take the 4.37. I'm gonna take it because I think that's, yeah, the 4.37 is good. All right. Okay, we need to do the strength. So here we go. We got push back both sticks together the target zone. Rapidly press R1 and L1. Okay, yeah, right. I forgot. Come on. We can get one more. Possibly one more. Yeah, there it is. 23 reps. I will take the 23 reps. That actually might be number one. I actually think nobody can. There's no way. That's one. Ha! That's 5? Blake Corum to 27?
2,000 years later.
Oh my god, you killed it.
You better give me credit on that video.
I'll give you credit. That's unbelievable. You killed it.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. We got to like 26, and I was like, holy shit. And there was like so much more left. I was like, oh my god. For those who do not know what happened, we just hit the record on the bench press with 33 reps. My fingers started dying after a while. I just couldn't get it going, so I got my sister to come and click the right and left triggers while I did the up and down movement on the stick. So yes, did I cheat? Yes, but it worked out. We got 33. That was crazy. Thank you. That was good. Yeah, no, she killed it there. That was unbelievable. Okay, I've been decent at the broad jump before, so maybe this will actually work. Oh, fuck, wrong one. I was clicking right. It was left. Oopsies. We hit a 10.6. That's actually pretty good. What's the record? Probably not close. I want to say we're not close. Ooh, 11.2 by Jalen Wright. Okay. That was so good. That was so good. That actually might be it. 11.4, baby. Let's go, dude. That's first place. Let's go, dude. So 11.4, number one rank right there on the broad jump. Perfect. So that's good. We move on to the next challenge. That's awesome. So we're second in the 40, first in bench, first in the broad. I don't know. 4.38. I don't know if that's good. I think that's pretty shit. I think I fucked that. Yeah, does not look too impressed with himself. Jesus Christ, we gotta try to get 4.2. Okay, I'll be honest. I've tried for a bit, and I cannot get better than the 4.37. It's actually impossible. So I'm gonna just take it. That's gonna be a top 10 rating for us. I'll take a 4.37 on that. It's probably the worst one we'd have to show for, but other than that, it's been pretty good. So Joe Caliber looking pretty good. We got cut reaction drill. Okay, run with the backfield hotspots, then downfield. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, good. Okay. Hey, when that one there, that one seems like it's set up. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Move around the fucking bag. It's not hard. Jesus. Once you get stuck on that bag, it's like there's nothing you can do. Go feet are in. Okay. Go feet are in. One wrong. I mean, what does that mean? 7 of 8. I got stuck on the stupid bag. I know I can definitely beat this. I can definitely get perfect 8 out of 8. I pressed continue on accident. That's really fucking annoying. Well, drills I gotta be still. I am so pissed because I'm so mad. I accidentally pressed continue. 10 out of 10, baby, and that's why you get Google. I do not care. Current draft protection is the top 5 now. Wild, because I got 10 out of 10. I don't mind it. I really don't mind it. So we got the draft now? Is that what happens? Yeah, your drafts, your journey starts here. Okay, let's get the face cam going for this one. Okay, Joe Caliber is about to go into his journey as an NFL player. Where does he get drafted? Please somewhere I can actually like play and like. That'd be great. I'm going to the Chargers? Oh my God. Jim Harbaugh is drafting Joe Caliber to the Chargers. I F with it. I F with this decision. Let's go, dude. I'm down with it, bro. I am so down with it. With the 5th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers select Joe Caliber, halfback, Indiana. Let's go, dude. This kid is going to be the making of the next generation here in LA. The next LaDainian Tomlinson. The Chargers got themselves a huge, huge pickup. Caliber is a Charger. Let's go, dude. That's actually hype. I'm hype with LA. You know, I'm good with the Chargers. That one I'm okay with. I'm hyped about it. I really am. Contract signing. Let's get right into it. Give me my contract, and we take off with our career in the NFL. We take it off. Oh shit! Secure the bag. Your contract value impacts on how much credit and XP you get paid after each game. 600 XP per game, 600 credit. Okay, I get over 4 years. I get $28.5 million in value. 7.12 mil basically a year. Sign the contract. Joe Caliber is in there. We are a Charger for the next 4 years. I'm okay with that. And obviously, I'm not going to show you every single game that I'm going to play. I'm just going to play seasons, and I'll give you updates of how the seasons go, how Caliber's records are affecting the world of the NFL. Yeah, I won't bore you guys with it. This is just, again, a little walkthrough quickly of how to do it. If we were in the Super Bowl, obviously. But yeah, welcome to the team. Caliber is a Charger. And honestly, I'm happy with it. Jim Harbaugh, great. You know, coach to have as a running back. You know, he's a running, first offense, and I cannot wait to play with Justin Herbert, actually. That's a quarterback I feel like would be great. We're glad to have you here. This feels amazing. Thanks, Coach Harbaugh. Excited to be a part of this. Damn fucking right I am. Listen, I know we've had our struggles here. Yes, you have, but we're here. But that's all in the past now. Damn right, because I'm here. Turning a new page, starting fresh. Because I'm here. Because I'm here. You saw what I did in Indiana. Not only did I play in Indiana, but I actually beat Jim Harbaugh's Michigan Wolverines 3 times. Twice in the Big Ten Championship and once in the National Championship. What is your focus area for the preseason? Carrying or break tackle? Prospect. I'm excited, dude. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun little NFL career to have. I don't know how long I'll be with the Chargers, but we'll see. We'll advance to the regular season. I don't want to bore myself, to be honest with you, with the preseason. Yeah, I'll let you guys know how the season goes, I guess.
Oh, I just broke a record. I just broke a record in my rookie season. Wait, hold up.
I don't know if it showed, and if it did, I'll replay on the screen now, but I just broke the rushing record, all-time rushing record, I think, in the NFL my rookie year. I have no idea if that's true or not, or what just happened, but this game here against the Chiefs, I just broke a record, and I just passed it. Yeah, it's kind of wild. That's pretty cool. I don't know. We've had a good season so far. We should be realistically 10-1, actually. We'll get in for a touchdown there. Let's see it. That's my 3rd one of the game. But yeah, crazy. I guess I'll show you guys the record after I get out of this game. But yeah, I just record that real quick. That's awesome. So we got a video package of our basically getting the rushing record. Rookie year, I did not think. I mean, I did run the ball a lot. I did. I took a lot of the carries, but I didn't think it's gonna break it already. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of wild. I do want to go see stats and more. I do want to go see the record book. Am I there? No, I'm not. I'm so confused. For a career, where's the season? It doesn't tell you for a season, but obviously I broke it. MVP, I'm #1 for MVP as well. That is amazing. Holy shit. I'm #1 for MVP, and then obviously Offensive Player of the Year. And I guess Offensive Rookie of the Year too. Crazy. I guess we just keep doing our thing. Hopefully we get to it.
First year in the NFL officially, we ended up getting the first seeded
place in the AFC. We ended up taking the Buffalo Bills in the divisional round. Or the conference? I forget what this is. But we ended, divisional. We ended up beating the Bills 19-17 in the division. We had a decent day on the ground. Josh Allen falling short on another playoff year. As you can see, we had 184 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns. So it was not a bad game, an A performance as well. We ended up going to the next round, and we ended up playing in the conference, the Cincinnati Bengals. You can see right here, 2 minutes left to go in the game. We're down 17-14. I ended up rushing in for the touchdown to go up 20-17. We ended up kicking the extra point. We go up 21-17 against the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow and the Bengals have a minute 57 to come back and try to do something with the football. Do they do it? Yes, they do. They ended up taking us out of the game 24-21, and the first year for Joe Caliber ends with 22 carries, 182 rushing yards, and 3 touchdowns. Another A performance in the conference. We lose to Joe Burrow and the Bengals. We end up great first year, a great first year, but not enough to finish it off. We end up getting a Pro Bowl selection for the AFC, as you can see right there. And I forgot to record my stats too, so I apologize for that. As we finish off the year, we actually cleaned up. We won MVP, Offensive Rookie of the Year, and Offensive Player of the Year. You can see the Bengals actually went on to win the Super Bowl after they took us out of it. Next year, though, ended up becoming a little bit better.
Passes Adrian Peterson's single-game mark of 296 yards. Peterson did it in 2007. You have just watched one of the best individual performances in the history of the National Football League.
We're breaking records left and right. We also broke the rushing yard record, I believe, in one game. We ended up doing super well this year. We breaking records. For some reason, it doesn't show you guys. I try to go see the stats or like career or records in the record books in like the main menu, and you actually can't see any of them. But here's my stats for this year. We had 398 attempts, 2,795 rushing yards, 44 touchdowns, only 2 fumbles in the year, so it's not that bad. For the receiving, we had a decent year as well. 79 receptions, 1,023 yards, and 6 touchdowns in the air. So honestly, not bad at all, especially for a running back. Then we go into playoffs. We were on wild card weekend. We actually drew up the Miami Dolphins. You can see us running around here. We actually beat Miami pretty easily, 31-17. Was not that big of a challenge, not that hard of a game, but we did it pretty well right there. A plus performance, I believe. Yeah, it was A plus performance. 29 attempts, 229 rushing yards, and 4 touchdowns in total. Then we ended up getting the Chiefs, and you can see with the last 12 seconds of the game, Joe Caliber runs it in to take the lead against the Kansas City Chiefs in LA. We end up taking them out in divisional, our division rivals, taking out Patrick Mahomes in division round matchup. We won 28-21. Another big game, another big win for the Chargers. We then know we're gonna go against a really good team after we got 135 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. We are going to be going up in the conference championship game against none other than the Baltimore Ravens. And I meant to say divisional, not conference. My bad. We ended up getting a touchdown here, and that would seal it. The Harbaugh battle, we win it 35-23, which means the Los Angeles Chargers and Joe Caliber, for the first time in his career, are going to the Super Bowl with 25 attempts, 251 yards, and 5 touchdowns. A plus performance for the man they call the 50 cal, Joe Caliber. Now it's time for the Super Bowl. As you can see, we play my actual favorite team in real life, the Dallas Cowboys, but we go right in for a touchdown. It will not stop us from taking my spot in the record books. We're up 17-14 with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Joe Caliber on a 2nd and 4. He gets the ball. He goes all the way. Trucks a man. Gets down to the 1-yard line. Next play, though, we hand it off again. And this time, Caliber is in for the tutty, baby. And we're going to go up to 24-14 in the Super Bowl. Do we get the job done? That is the question. Caliber's coming off. And he does do it. The Los Angeles Chargers win the game 24-21. They beat the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl. Joe Caliber has a tear because that's his favorite team growing up, but he knows that's right. He's getting his ring. You can see we pouring the Gatorade on Coach Harbaugh, the man who drafted Joe Caliber out of Indiana, and Joe Caliber in his 2nd year of the NFL, or in the NFL. ends up taking a Super Bowl ring. And Justin Herbert gets one too, man. I mean, that's all good. We get Super Bowl MVP. As you can see, Caliber's going to get handed the Lombardi Trophy. He's raising it up high. Harbaugh knows he made the best decision in his life, taking the man that beat his Michigan Wolverines in college. Caliber ends up having a phenomenal day on the ground, as you can see. Just amazing. Good enough for MVP right there. We ended up winning Super Bowl MVP, ended up winning MVP again, and Offensive Player of the Year one last time, as the Chargers are now the one-time Super Bowl champions, which ends year 2 for Joe Caliber. Let's see what's in store in year number 3. In year 3, Joe Caliber is kicking it off like he always does. His nickname is Beast Mode 2.0 in the NFL at this point, with all the amazing rushing he's done. I also broke my own record. I got the record last year in year 2. Year 3, Caliber breaks his own record for most rushing yards in a single game. So pretty cool to see that against the Broncos. We ended up getting the first round bye and the first seed in the AFC once again. We take on, first of all, my stats for the year. I had 414 attempts, 4,161 rushing yards, and 62 touchdowns on the ground. Only one fumble. 62 touchdowns on the floor is unfreaking believable, by the way. Receiving wise, we did get 49 receptions, 741 yards, and 0 touchdowns in the air, which is kind of crazy. After last year, we had 6. We ended up taking on the Raiders first in the divisional. We beat them 24-14, knocking them off. It actually was a tough game. It was not that easy to run on the Raiders. We ended up getting 24 attempts, 266 rushing yards, and 3 touchdowns on the ground. Then we go on again to play against the Baltimore Ravens, another Harbaugh Bowl. We beat them once again, 24-21, 235 rushing yards, 22 attempts, and 3 touchdowns as well. So, which means another A+ performance, and also means we go back to the Super Bowl. Here you can see with 7 seconds left, we're down by 1. We go for 2 to get the win, and we get in there barely, 18-17. This game was so hard to run the ball on. I'm not going to lie. I really thought we were going to lose this game. But we're playing against the Niners, 7 seconds left to go. We ended up beating them 18-17. We go for 2 after getting the touchdown on the floor as well, and we knock off Brock Purdy and the 49ers once again. Joe Caliber getting another Super Bowl in year number 3, going back-to-back, not only in Super Bowls, but Super Bowl MVPs as well. You gotta love it if you're a Charger fan. You gotta love it if you're a Joe Caliber fan. Indiana fans even as well. Rise up. You're watching Joe Caliber, one of the best running backs in football. Now, here's some highlights from the game. Joe Caliber catching it down to the 1. We got another touchdown in there, and we also got a receiving touchdown right here. First touchdown of the game for the Chargers, which is funny because we got none in the regular season. We ended up doing pretty well on the ground and in the air, 83 yards, 1 touchdown, and then we had 107 yards and 1 touchdown in the air in the Super Bowl. As you can see, we get MVP, Offensive Player of the Year once again, and back-to-back Super Bowl champs and Super Bowl MVPs. That's it for year number 3. Let's see what wraps up in year number 4. Next season for Joe Caliber comes underway with the Los Angeles Chargers. He does this thing once again in another season. Absolutely breaking defenders is one of the highlight plays from the year. As you can see, we made the playoffs, and the wild card we're going to be playing the Cincinnati Bengals with the 7th seed. We're the 2-seeded Los Angeles Chargers. That's the playoff bracket right there. We cannot beat the Bengals. Last time they did take us out. This time we'll see what happens. But here's my season stats for the year of this year for Joe Caliber, the last year, the 4th year of his career, and the contract year of Joe Caliber actually in a Charger uniform. I'm not going to read them out. You can pause it and watch it yourself. We headed to the wild card round. This is a play from the wild card round. You can see we got a little bit of a flag there, but I'm still running. I'm still going, and I still get in the end zone. I celebrate too early, and I fumble in the end zone. The Bengals pick up the ball with 21-17 being the score. The penalty does not change much, but that outcome did. 31-28, we get knocked out of the first round of the playoffs in the wild card by the Cincinnati Bengals once again. 179 yards on the ground, 3 touchdowns. We played very well, but just was not good enough to take out the Cincinnati Bengals as they keep beating us. Go to the Pro Bowl, we end up getting the running back 1 position, Joe Caliber, the AFC All-Pro first team right there. Sim the season, the Packers ended up winning 41-35 with Jared Alexander being the MVP of that game. We still got MVP of the league and Offensive Player of the Year once again. Bengals make it to the Super Bowl, they lose, Packers win. Now, the biggest and most important decision, do we get and sign back with the LA Chargers? They are offering us $31.4 million for another 4 years on the team, which is below my estimated value price. And honestly, for everything I've done for the LA Chargers, for them to lowball me like this and not give me what I am worth, I don't know if I can spend another 4 years carrying Justin Herbert and the Chargers team to greatness. So the ultimate decision by Joe Caliber is to decline the LA Chargers offer and go into free agency. Now, there was two teams that was between in free agency. It was the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans. Texans wanted a little bit more years out of me, both of them offering me my estimated value. At the end of the day, call me Kevin Durant, I'm signing with the enemy. I decide to go to the team that has knocked me out of the playoffs twice, the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Caliber, the new running back of the Bengals. Now, honestly, this video is getting very long. I'm just going to be simming the highlights. In the first year with the Bengals, we make the wild card. We are the 2-seeded Cincinnati Bengals. Here's my stats for the year as a Cincinnati Bengal. My first year as a Bengal. Very important, very nice. You love to see it. You know, we did do very good. Still doing our same thing, just in a different uniform. And yeah, like I said, these videos are getting way too long, so I'm just going to start simming it all together. We beat the Raiders 17-14 in the wild card round. Here was the stats: 152 rush yards, 2 touchdowns overall. Still doing our thing. We then end up getting into the 99 club. Yes, Joe Caliber got maxed out to 99 overall in Madden. So welcome to the 99 club, Joe Caliber. As we score a touchdown here. And why am I showing this game? Why am I showing you guys who we're scoring against? It's because it's against the Joe Caliber's former team, the Los Angeles Chargers. That's right. The next round of the playoffs in the divisional, we beat the Chargers once again, 28-10. I showed them that I was the reason why we even had a chance to begin with, and I scored 4 touchdowns on my former teammates. It was heartbreak. It was tears. We go to the conference championship. We ended up beating the Jaguars, and number 1 is seeded Jacksonville Jaguars in Jacksonville, which means Joe Caliber and the Bengals are headed to the back-to-back Super Bowl. And in that bowl game, we are going to be taking on the Washington Commanders. You can see right here, Joe Caliber, one of the touchdowns he scores in the Super Bowl, baby. The Commanders were a tough team to fight. I'm not going to lie. They actually had a really good run defense. But at the end of the day, it's not enough to stop Joe Caliber from taking all the rings. Yes, did I pull a Kevin Durant and go to the rival team? I did. But at the end of the day, I get my ring, 31-17. Joe Caliber's first year as a Cincinnati Bengal gets Super Bowl MVP and wins the bowl with the Cincinnati Bengals. Obviously, here's my stats from that Super Bowl game. Again, doing my thing on the ground and also in the air as well. So not much else to really expect from Joe Caliber. As you can see at the end of the year, we won the MVP of the league, Offensive Player of the Year, and of course Super Bowl MVP once again. After the Bengals fell short last year, we come back. They signed Joe Caliber, the rising star, the amazing star, the best, on his way to being the greatest of all time, if I do say so myself. And they make it back to the Super Bowl and win the game as well. Then the next year, we actually get to the Super Bowl once again for a back-to-back opportunity, playing this time J.J. McCarthy, Justin Jefferson, and the Minnesota Vikings. A Jefferson versus Chase Little matchup, and we end up taking the dub there too. 24-17. Joe Caliber and the Cincinnati Bengals get that back-to-back, just like Joe Caliber did for the LA Chargers. Now, do we get to go for the three-peat? Who knows? I mean, my contract is up. Do the Bengals want to re-sign me? I have no idea. Do I want to come back? Who knows? Again, another Super Bowl MVP though for right now. This is the celebration we are having before we have to make the decision. Again, our stat line is as shown on the screen with our running game and our receiving game also doing pretty damn well, if I do say so myself. Now, of course, we end up getting the job done there. Joe Caliber, MVP of the league, Offensive Player of the Year once again, and Super Bowl MVP. So back-to-back like he did with the Chargers. Now, here comes the absolute question of the decade of the year. Does Joe Caliber re-sign with the Cincinnati Bengals? They are offering me below my estimated market value. Do I want to come back for a third year? My answer is yes. Joe Caliber's coming back for a third year to play with Joe Burrow. The 69 connection between the two is unbelievable. I'm only back for one reason only, and that's to complete the first ever three-peat by any team in the NFL. Now we go into the Super Bowl, and the next year we made it back once again. We're playing the Seattle Seahawks this time, which was a really, really good team. I think they actually beat us earlier on in the year, I want to say, in the regular season, but we match up with them in the Super Bowl. We're trying to go for the first ever three-peat, something we could not do in LA. We're trying to do it here in Cincinnati. Do we get the job done? Yes, we do. The Cincinnati Bengals are 34-17, beating the Seattle Seahawks, and they are your three-peated Super Bowl champions back to back with Joe Caliber, the signing of a decade. You could obviously say the Bengals made a great decision with bringing back Joe Caliber one last time for one last hoorah here in Cincinnati as we get the 3-peat and the job done. So obviously Joe Caliber comes back and wins 34-17 with the 3-peat, Super Bowl MVP, League MVP, and Offensive Player of the Year once again. The 3-peat is, as shown, the Vikings, the Commanders, and the Seahawks all fall to the Cincinnati Bengals. And guess what? The Bengals didn't even offer me a contract. They couldn't afford to pay me or Joe Burrow, so both players walked. Now, the new contract was between a few teams. It's between the Jets, they're offering me a good amount of money for 2 years. The Saints are offering me a good amount of money for 2 years. The Vikings wanted me on the team. And then I also wanted, either the Bears or the Bucks. But ultimately, 1-year deal for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers was a beautiful, beautiful place for me to go. They were affording my market estimated value. And for only 1 year, I actually feel like that was a good idea by me. So we go out to Tampa for one little stint, one little run for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And actually, this was just a play overall from one of the games in like early week, I think week 1, week 2. I broke a 99-yard touchdown, and you could tell my guy is wearing down. He's past his prime a little bit as he was getting a little bit tired there. But this is the playoff bracket. We got the number 1 seed. We beat the Rams and Detroit. Now going to the Super Bowl against the Tennessee Titans. But unfortunately for the Titans, we're trying to make history as one of the greatest players to ever do a Super Bowl MVP once again, and we get the job done 28-24, as we also get League MVP and Offensive Player of the Year. Joe Caliber once again does his thing and brings the Super Bowl back to Tampa. Also, by the way, 4 times in a row champions. Now, as we're getting older, I don't know how much longer I can put this off. So Joe Caliber, even though it's below the estimated market value, he wants to go with his childhood team, his favorite team growing up, the Dallas Cowboys. So Joe Caliber, 3 years in Dallas. What can he do for the Dallas Cowboys in 3 years? Who knows? But as I'm about to be 29 years old in the league, we gotta do this eventually, as it's my favorite team. But what can Joe Caliber do on the Dallas Cowboys for 3 years? The first year with the Dallas Cowboys, we ended up doing so damn well. Still in our prime, just about. As you can see, we're putting up 42 on Minnesota. We break our rushing record in a single game again, and it was such a good game, such an amazing game for Joe Caliber. This game was unfreaking believable.
Touchdown Cowboys! And with that, NFL history, that's the record. 7 touchdowns in 1 game.
As you can see, we break the single touchdown record in 1 game. 7 rushing touchdowns for Joe Caliber and the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, I've been dog walking Minnesota and playing so damn well. We obviously win 63-0 in that game, and our stat line was unbelievable. JJ McCarthy cannot believe what he just saw. 22 rushes, 585 rushing yards, and 9 touchdowns on the ground. Just an absolute shocker of a game for us. We ended up going to the Super Bowl that year and beating the Tennessee Titans, winning another Super Bowl for number 6, and this time bringing one home back to the Dallas Cowboys once again. It was an amazing game. As always, we beat them 35-25 by 10 points. Our statistics right here on the game, not bad at all. Again, doing our thing in the Super Bowl, winning MVP again is just what we do now at this point. Obviously, we won 35-25. Running back Joe Caliber, MVP. We won MVP in the league and Offensive Player of the Year once again. So always good to see that, and always good to do that. Heading into the next year in our contract with Dallas, we actually ended up going 17-0. Did not lose a single game in the regular season, beating every team that was put in front of us, even going back to the playoffs, getting the first seed. We ended up beating Washington in the first round, then ended up beating our former team in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now going back to the Super Bowl in a rematch against the Tennessee Titans. They've been coming to the Super Bowl a lot recently. Joe Caliber's beat them twice already, and for the 3rd time, he does it once again, as he is still doing his thing, still playing in Dallas, still bringing championships home to teams. And again, our statistics and our stat line for the game, doing what we do, another Super Bowl MVP in the books for us. Just unbelievable. I mean, that we're still able to do this at the age we're at. Again, beating Tennessee 27-24, MVP of the league, Super Bowl MVP, Offensive Player of the Year. We beat Tennessee now 3 times in a row, once on Tampa, twice on Dallas. We go back to our final year as a Cowboy in our contract. Can we do it once again? We end up actually going 17-0 again. We have not lost a game in over 2 years now, basically, and it is amazing. Going back to the playoff bracket, obviously we got the 1 seed. We beat Arizona, then we beat the Saints. Going against the Tennessee Titans for the 3rd straight time as a Cowboy. 4th straight time for Joe Caliber as a player. Can Tennessee finally dethrone the running back that's been taking them out for 3 years straight? Well, now make it 4. I kind of spoiled it there, but yes, we do. We win the Super Bowl once again with Dallas and end up taking it home again for the 4th straight time for us, 3rd straight time for the Cowboys. Just 2 3-peats on 2 different teams. First being Cincinnati, second one being Dallas. Joe Caliber still doing it. This is on all Madden, guys. I don't know what you want me to tell you, but you know, still doing our thing, still keeping it simple as that. We love to see it. We ended up beating them 42-24. Obviously MVP of the league, offensive player of the year, and again, Super Bowl MVP. You can check out all the Super Bowls right there, just the amount we've been winning. And Tennessee is just hates us at this point. So, yeah, it is unfortunate for Tennessee, but it is what it is. We re-signed a contract with the Dallas Cowboys, 62.1 over 3 years. But at this point, I cannot do this anymore. So I'm going to let myself explain the ending of the video. All right, so as you saw, I signed another 3-year deal with the Dallas Cowboys for about $62 million a year, or $62 million, yeah, about around that range, something like that. But I'll be honest with you guys, this video is already super long. I don't know if I can do another 3 years, let alone, I don't think I can do another 1 year, let alone 3. And at this point, it's just like the quarters take too long. It takes forever. You guys are seeing, I'm making it to the Super Bowl every year. I'm playing on all Madden difficulty, which maybe some of you don't believe, but I can't be asked to go show you guys anyways. And even if I did, you guys would be like, oh, you cut it anyway, so who cares? Playing on all Madden anyways, and I'm just, it's always through, you know, I always go to the end, so it takes just forever, and it takes so much, and I'm leaving it for a trip in a couple days or a few days from now, and I can't do it anymore. So Joe Caliber's calling it a career. He's going undefeated. He went back-to-back years, 17-0 teams, undefeated, winning Super Bowls, beating the Tennessee Titans for 4 years in a row now, once with Tampa and then 3 straight with Dallas. I mean, that's unbelievable. So Joe Caliber's final awards and stats. Let's take a look at them, guys. Also, I am recording this on my PS5. I'm not recording this from my laptop or my Elgato. I usually record from my Elgato over the screen, so if it looks a little bit blurry or shitty, that's why. I don't want to stop the whole thing, so I want to wrap this video up for you guys. So we're going to get over with. So as you can see on the screen right now, the legacy score was 60,565 points, which right next to us is Mahomes at 48,000. So we had 9 Super Bowls, a record-breaking 9. Now, I really want to get to 10, but like honestly, like I said, I can't do it anymore. We'll just assume that Joe Caliber wins 1 more before he retires. 9 championships and 42 yearly awards. Since being in the league, he has won every league MVP, every league offensive player of the year. He won offensive rookie of the year, and he's won every time he's won the Super Bowl, he's won Super Bowl MVP as well. So Joe Caliber's had an amazing career. Let's go look at the NFL record books. As you can see, for a career rush yards, Joe Caliber has beaten and taken over Emmitt Smith, I believe, had the record with a record-breaking 33,087 yards, and then rushing touchdowns. I don't know who actually held the record before this, but we broke it anyways with 468 touchdowns on the ground. There's not much else you can ask for if you're Joe Caliber. I mean, he is a Hall of Famer. You can see right there on the legacy leaderboard, and Joe Caliber has had an amazing career in the league. Just being, you know, a great teammate and a great player. So taking a look at Joe Caliber's absolute league career. Came in the year 2024. Obviously, those were the awards: won Offensive Player of the Year, Offensive Rookie, and MVP. Next year, we won MVP again. We won Offensive Player of the Year. We beat the Dallas Cowboys for our first ever Super Bowl championship with the Chargers, and the Chargers' first ever Super Bowl championship, 24-21. The year after that, we go back-to-back, beat the Niners for our second. Then we were kicked out, unfortunately, in year number 3. Green Bay taking the win. Then we joined the Cincinnati Bengals, and we ended up beating the Washington Commanders. Then we beat the Minnesota Vikings. Then we took out the Seattle Seahawks for the first ever 3-peat team, 3-peat Super Bowl champion, Joe Caliber. In 2031, we took our talents to a 1-year stint with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We ended up beating Tennessee 28-24. Then after that 1 year, we signed with Joe Caliber's favorite team growing up, the Dallas Cowboys, which then we took them on to 2032, beating the Tennessee Titans, beating the Titans again, and one more time again against the Tennessee Titans. So Tennessee's had a rough stretch. They really hate, Tennessee Titans hate Joe Caliber. Kind of funny if I actually signed with Tennessee to try to bring them a Super Bowl. They've been doing really well ever since I've started this sim, but yeah, so Joe Caliber, his ending career, he got drafted with the Los Angeles Chargers, spent 4 years there, then left to go play with the Cincinnati Bengals, spent 2 years, re-signed with them for 1 extra year. Then after that, they didn't re-sign Joe Calvert, couldn't afford him, couldn't pay him. So he takes his talents to Tampa Bay for a 1-year stint with Tampa, winning the Super Bowl there. After that, he decides to leave, go to Dallas to sign a 3-year deal, wins the Super Bowl with Dallas every year he's been there, and then he just re-signed with the Dallas Cowboys once again for another 3 years, ending his career at this moment in time. So, with that being said, guys, that is Joe Caliver's College 25 and Madden 25 career. If you guys liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. This video took a while to make. It took, like, actually a very long time, like weeks, actually. It took a couple weeks because I just, so many games. And you can't skip any of the games either, so it did take a while. But with that being said, guys, I will see you when I see ya. I'm out, and peace. Video's done. Finally.